Welcome to the 1UP 1Breakdown podcast. I'm Kid Shadow, and this is Chronic Caston.
Oh, the Chronic.
Yeah, Chronic Caston. And today we're talking about the Sony State of Play that just happened.
It was actually a really good state of play because I remember the last one, I'm like, this is garbage. And then this one is like infinitely better.
The last State of Play was so fucking, it was ass, dude. It was so dumb. I remember watching it saying, I'm never going to get this time of my life back. But this one was just a straight banger across the board.
But it's also a failure because there's no Bloodborne 2, obviously.
Oh my, or Bloodborne remake. Yeah.
Bloodborne port. It's so crazy how that is the goal for anybody watching that. For like half of the people, it's like, we just need Bloodborne. It's always Bloodborne or it's a bad one.
The fact that that's the objective standard, that if nothing with Bloodborne gets mentioned, it's garbage. And it's like, guys, it's not getting fucking mentioned. Honestly, at this point, I'm going to hit up Call Sheet and say that we need to make it a thing on there where it's like, will Bloodborne be announced at Sony State of the Play? It's like, I'll bet no every time. Even if it eventually does, I'll still win so much money that it won't matter.
That might get them to do something. They'll be like, ooh, we got some insider trading we can do.
Dude, could you imagine that? They're just like, put $100 million on Bloodborne being mentioned now. Like,
yeah, that... I can't believe how much people, that's the only thing that they care about with these, because like looking at the list, there's some fucking bangers on here.
I know, there's a huge list. We're just going to go through all of them and just kind of talk about them each. The first one is Kena, Scars of Kosmora. I think that's how it's pronounced. Evidently, it's a sequel to the Kena series, I guess. But I never played it, but a lot of people in chat were super stoked for it. I liked the art style. It looked really fucking cool. It reminded me of like Ico almost.
Okay, I might have missed that one. I was unfortunately working during that time, so I saw most of it, but I didn't catch everything. Oh, yeah.
I'm joking.
Sorry, I have to have a job.
I'm joking.
Because I remember the next one. I don't think I saw that one. What type of game is it?
It's like a cartoony, like RPG.
Okay, like a JRPG or just like a normal kind of...
Just like a normal RPG. I wouldn't call it a JRPG.
Okay, yeah, because I did see quite a lot of JRPGs,
Tons.
but I'm not going to necessarily remember them by name, but that's cool, man. Like, I'll take more RPGs out there.
Yeah, I'll take more games and less games any day of the week. Next up, I'm excited for this one. It's Ghost of Yotei Legends. It's free, and it's the multiplayer for Ghost of Yotei. I don't know if you ever played the one for Tsushima.
No, I only did single player, but I saw this one. I for sure saw. It almost looked like you were, fighting like... It almost looked like godlike, kind of. Yeah,
it looked freaking dope. I'm excited to play with my brother, but the multiplayer is actually slept on. I think that Ghost of Tsushima's multiplayer was really fun, and it doesn't get hyped enough. And the fact that they're launching it for Yotei, I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I think any additional content you can get of that is good. I know I had some takes on Yotei that people didn't necessarily like, but like if the more they can add to it or improve it, like, that's just better for whoever bought the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, next on there was 4-Loop. Do you remember what 4-Loop was?
Nope, and that's not a good sign.
Was this that? I think this might have been one of the first like anime art style JRPGs. Let me see.
Then that would be why I don't care.
4-Loop. It is not. It is... Oh, it looks like almost a Left 4 Dead type game.
Let me see. I'll remember if I can see a picture. This is just a Gooner Gotcha game that you loaded. What the hell is this? I'm serious. I'm just joking.
I was like,
You're never
swear
being
to
the
God.
allegations, bro.
I know. It's already too late, man.
I don't remember anything about it. I'll be real.
Yeah, it looks like more realistic, kind of like a horde shooter type, but let me get a better description of it here. Is a co-op roguelike shooter from Bad Robot Games where players fight an alien invasion in procedurally generated environments, learning from repeated failures in a time loop to eventually succeed. Developed by the creator of Left 4 Dead. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe.
Cool. I'll try it.
Yeah, I especially when you see those games that are made by the people that made successful ones, and then like Left 4 Dead, having Back 4 Blood, and like these other ones that just flopped.
Back 4 Blood was such a damn shame, bro. That game should have been everything and more, but I don't even know what the fuck happened to that.
I don't know if they tried to... I don't know who was even involved in that. I'm not the biggest fan of those kind of games, just because I usually don't play a lot of multiplayer games with people I know, so it's not one that I play too much. I know that Left 4 Dead is good. I know like those kind of like Warhammer games are fun too, where it's like that horde mode kind of Warhammer stuff. Like, was it Vermintide, and then was Space Marine kind of like that too?
Space Marine. I don't remember if you could play multiplayer or not. I didn't play it multiplayer if you could. Fun game though.
That's a rabbit hole I'm gonna have to go down. Is Warhammer?
Oh, bro, it's deep, and the people that like love it, dude. It's like it's like a religion to them. They're like, oh my god.
I know. That's all I've heard about it as well.
I'm stoked for this next one.
I am too, actually.
Yeah, Pragmata looks so good. Capcom has a new Capcom. For some reason I always say Capcom.
Capcom?
Yeah, I just say it so fast that it's like Capcom.
Oh, that's the side development of the games that I would play.
Right. So Pragmata looks amazing. It's a new IP from them, which I'm always grateful for new IPs. And it looks interesting too. And I love the whole like, you know, you've got the space suit. You're just like kind of, it's you going around with I don't know if that's his daughter or something like that.
Yeah, little girl.
Yeah, and it looks really freaking cool. It's beautiful as a game. Like the graphics look insane.
It almost looked like, to me, and this isn't necessarily saying that it is this, but to me it almost looked like someone just saw general material, like very basic promotional material on Death Stranding. It was like, make a game like this kind of thing, and they went a different direction because, you know, you have like the baby and everything, and then you have like, instead changing that with like a little girl and kind of more of that futuristic kind of sci-fi element to it.
My biggest hopes for that game is that it is very combat focused. I am okay with combat like not being the main part, but like it has to have something that keeps you going. My biggest problem with Death Stranding, especially the first one, is it took so long for me to get into it because it wasn't really a lot of combat at first. You didn't get guns for a while, and it sucked. It like took forever, and then when you finally got to it, the payoff was good. But I'm excited for that. But
I think Critical had a really good way to describe Death Stranding, which was bad game, great movie.
Yeah, but you got to do it in his voice.
Bad game, great movie.
Well, guys, it's actually a bad game, but a very good movie. Just like the most monotone shit. I'm excited for RE9. I think that goes without saying. Like,
yeah, that's my most anticipated game of the year. And the more that they're showing, the more I'm getting excited for it, which scares me a little bit. But I do think, you know, we're pretty far removed from RE6. Resident Evil's put out really good games recently, including like the stuff they're doing that's newer with 7 and 8. So I have reason to trust them, but like, I don't know, I've been hurt before.
There's 3 things I'm going to mention. One, I actually think RE9 is going to be the best RE. I'm calling it right now. The reason I'm calling it is because they are being so fucking smart. They're playing it from both angles. They're making it very first-person horror-esque as you play as the girl. I forget what her name is. And then the second part is Leon is the more action-based part, which is what we loved for like RE4 and stuff like that, you know? Where this is going to get even better, I think, is that it's going to feel like 2 different games bundled inside of one, which is a great experience. Nobody can bitch or complain that it's not a horror game. Nobody can bitch and complain that they want a fucking RE4-esque game. You get the best of both worlds. 2 other things. One, confirmed, Leon is definitely infected. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. I hope he doesn't die. And last but not least, this is something I caught. The girl that they showed in the trailer. You know, the spooky, weird-looking girl? You know what I'm talking about? She's holding a book. And the book has gold edges. And the book that had gold edges was the book from RE8, the village book that they used to read.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Nice.
And I caught that, and I was like, is that the same fucking book?
I think I saw people speculating that they had another character coming back that was mentioned that was not used too often. I don't remember who it was, though.
It's got to be Claire.
No, it was not one that I would know. It was, I think, someone in like the either 5 to 6 or one of the more spin-offy games that they're using again.
Wesker's son.
No, it was a girl. I don't remember who, though. I do think they should have... I would not be surprised if Jill or Claire are back in some capacity in that.
I would think Claire would make more sense because of Leon. Jill is not really tied to Leon in a lot of ways.
Especially since like with the new reveal with the state of play, what they revealed was you're going back to the police department. And so like that especially, it's like
when I saw that scene, I was like, dude, it gave me chills. I was like, God damn it, dude. I was like, that's where I shit my pants. Like, yeah, so good.
It's where I got scared by that man in the hat.
All right, next on the list was Legacy of Kain Defiance Remaster. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you have no idea about that game. All right, I grew up playing that game with my brother. That game was sick. The Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver series was fucking awesome. It was tough. The puzzles were hard. Everything about it was like super fucking crazy. And the fact that they're remastering it, I'm all for it. I know people are annoyed of remasters. For me, I'm okay with remasters if it's games that I can't really fucking play and there's no way to play it.
Yeah, I think that's actually what this State of Play did really well, is bringing games that are kind of unplayable right now to, which we'll get to a couple of them, which I'm very excited for later. But yeah, I don't know necessarily about it. I did see how excited you were when they announced it, so I'm like, that's cool.
Dude, I was hype. I messaged my brother immediately. I was like, bro, yeah. Brigadine Abyss. I don't remember what the fuck that is.
That sounds like our first
Gunnar
anime
Gacha game.
Let's see.
I love that like every anime game now is Gunnar Gacha.
I mean, it's not as far off.
It's not, but there's like a clear like delineation.
Oh, I think this might have been the one that's more strategy based.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, I have zero fucking interest in this.
Yeah, like kind of like say like a Final Fantasy Tactics was that kind of strategy, or like a Fire Emblem. I just don't have the time to play those kind of games when there's so many other games out right now. I hope it's good for people that like those kind of games. It's I don't have that.
I just don't give a fuck. I'll be honest.
That's very fair.
Yeah. The next two on the list are Dead or Alive 6, which are also games that I don't give a fuck about. I love Dead or Alive as a series. They're fun. It's a good fighting game. But I just fell out of love with the whole series around like the PS3 era.
I've just never been a big fighting game person. I know that the whole draw of this one is yes, but also the whole draw of Dead or Alive, or at least where it became, was tits, you know?
I mean, there's tons of tits. It's pretty good. I actually like the volleyball one too.
That's the main one that I know of.
Right? No, I mean, the jiggle physics are insane. I want to know how much they actually spent implementing those physics. And I don't care if you're judging me. I don't give two shits. I'll be so real. Like, if you're not playing Dead or Alive for the tits and the wonderful counters, why are you playing it?
All right, next is actually a game that I'm pretty excited for and interested in. I don't think you haven't played the first one, have you?
No. Everybody was telling me to play it, but it looked really cool. It was just like Inception, the video game.
So something that I will say is it does look actually pretty different from what I played for Control, because the original Control, it's a little bit more like that, but it's a shooter, and this one looks more hack and slash.
Yeah, it felt like Devil May Cry-esque.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of went more of that route, and then it does look super cool with when you're saying like Inception-esque, with them doing like all these like sideways, like crazy looking buildings and everything like that, which that's what makes me the most excited about it, is the environments look so cool.
I'm waiting for Leonardo DiCaprio to be like a playable character.
Yes, a top starts spinning somewhere.
Yeah, no, I told everybody I was going to cosplay as Leo for the game.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, like, what else are you going to cosplay? I said I was going to make Nima like my 21-year-old girlfriend.
Oh, God, yeah.
Leo.
Show up to the stream after as 26 and then dump him on stream.
Oh my god, you're too old.
Yeah,
you're too
sorry.
old.
Your brain's fully developed, so I can't have that.
Maybe he is that way because fucking Rose didn't let him on the door.
Yeah,
he got burned once. Like, don't let it fucking happen again.
Yeah, he can no longer allow any of his girlfriends near doors anymore. He takes them all down.
They can't get a 1-up on him, like, but they can get a 1 break. Oh! All right, next on the list is Crimson Moon. I actually did not really care about this game. I don't know. I was watching the trailer and it's like, it seems like it's going to be a very solid 6.5 or 7 out of 10.
Crimson Moon. Let's see. I see what type of game it is. Is it Souls-like? It says Soul-inspired. So
yeah,
that might be...
it's to me, it kind of almost felt like a Code Vein 2-esque kind of Souls-like, where it was like very... I don't know how... I don't want to use the term like meh, because I don't think Code Vein 2 was meh by any means. It was just like cool, like, all right. It wasn't anything different enough for me to want to dive into it.
Yeah, so it could be, you could say then it'd be average if you want to be non-derogatory, and then you could say mid if you want to say the same thing but derogatory.
Now, average. Mid, dude, I hate the term mid. There's nothing wrong with mid games. There's tons of mid games that are awesome. You know
I think
what I mean?
it's just that. It's mid, average, and mediocre, like all kind of are in the same realm, where I think mid is just the new mediocre, where it's average with a negative connotation.
Right. So like AI Limit as an example, that was a Souls-like that I just didn't get into. I just couldn't. I was like, I'm sure it's all right, but you know?
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff out there, because that kind of goes into the whole thing of that there's just so much media to consume now. We kind of are just overloaded. There's so many games. There's so many anime. There's so many shows. There's not necessarily so many movies now, because it's kind of devolved into like a lot of TV shows and like direct to like streaming movies. But yeah, there's just so much out there that there's so much that is just average and forgettable.
Now, what I am excited for when it comes to Souls-like is Beast of Reincarnation. This is the Souls-like that Game Freak is making.
Yes, that will be such an interesting thing to see how it plays out, because I want to see how people react when it's something Game Freak related, to see when they've kind of been able to put everything into it. Because Yes. Well, so I think that we're at a weird, like, I think Game Freak is in a interesting position when it comes to that, because I think they need to release a Pokemon game every X amount of years, so there's only so much they can put into it. But I don't give a fuck about that. I want them to make a really good one instead.
Yeah, my problem with Game Freak is it seems like they have been cutting a lot of corners due to budget constraints. Like the last Pokemon was like $10 million budget, which is not much for a game of that caliber.
The biggest franchise ever.
Right, and this game looks good. It looks insanely good. It visually looks good. Combat looks great. But I will say this. If there is no voice acting whatsoever, I swear to fucking God, I am going to find out where their corporate office is. I'm going to book a meeting with the CEO.
That would be so funny if they did no voice acting in this too.
I'll fucking lose it. I swear to God, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to look the motherfucker dead in the eyes and be like, what the fuck are you doing? How much money do you need for voice? I will fund this shit myself. Stop. Quit fucking being lazy.
Thing is, with Pokemon, I think they could get a lot of people for cheap because they would want to voice act in a Pokemon game. You know? Like, it's like, I get to be in Pokemon.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a lot of people that maybe wouldn't get like the top build voice actors, but there's so many people out there be like, yeah, I want to be a part of Pokemon. Like
Matt Mercer as Professor Oak. Dude, could you imagine?
Matt Mercer as Pikachu.
Yeah, dude. Pika. Like, he's just standing there with the
like,
most
shows
aura.
up like fucking like Vincent
Yeah, dude, the most rizzed out fucking Pikachu you've ever seen. He's like, Pikachu. I'm peeking at you. Yeah.
Pika. Like vocal fry and shit.
Oh, dude. Okay, the next one is Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. It looks really cool. If you love Rayman games, it's pretty straightforward. It's Rayman. You know what I mean? Good game.
It's a cool thing that they're doing it, you know, like they're making like for the people that like those kind of games. Was it a new game or a remake, remaster? Do you remember?
I don't think it's a remaster, because like some of those they look like dated, like old, like OG. I just think they're doing a collector's edition.
I think that's still cool because like we were talking about, like a lot of problems with this and why some of these remasters are really cool is because it gives you the chance to have it in, say, even like a Steam library. That's why I'll get a lot of games in Steam, even though I don't necessarily play them there, but I'll have access to my Steam regardless of when I upgrade my PC. I've had issues where I would get consoles and then I would basically lose access to those games without booting up those consoles again. But my Steam is going to carry to my PC. I can always have that in some capacity.
Yeah, shout out to Atari, because they gave me the entire Atari collection on Steam for free.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
really?
They were like, do you want, it was like 400 games.
Damn.
Like, you want it for free? I was like,
yeah.
no, I'd love to pay for it. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Next on the list, I don't actually remember Mina the Hollower.
Mina? Let me see. Mina the Hollower. Oh, that's the one that's it basically looks like someone wanted to make a original Legend of Zelda game today. You know, like where it was like that side, or the, I don't know, is that isometric view? Or top down?
I am zero interested in this. I don't know why. I said this on stream about it. I don't know why anybody today would try to make a game like that.
And I remember my reply to that is because I think it's because it's cheap to make.
It is cheap to make, but I couldn't understand. Like, if I wanted to play a style of that game, I would go back to, like, Link to the Past, things like that. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to shit on them. I'm sure they put a lot of love and passion into it. I'm just saying for a vast demographic, most people are not going to want to play something like that today.
No, but it also could come down to what it took to make that game. If it is, like, a 2 to 3 person project, and like they just wanted to make a game and they gave it to Sony to publish, that's a little different too. It's like, hey, we made this game and we want to just, and Sony's just publishing it. That could be another thing. Like, yeah, we'll just publish it.
Which is cool. I'm all for it. Like I said, I would never shit on someone for making a game. Like, do the thing that you want to do. I'm just thinking in business terms. I can't imagine the demographic being that big for it.
I don't think it is, but that's why I said why I think if it's cheap to make, but even though they're not going to make a big amount of money relative to what they put into it, they could still make decent money.
Yeah. Next on the list is Yako Shinobi Ops.
Unless, what's Neva?
Oh, sorry. Next up is Neva Prologue.
As in there's no prologue. There's never a prologue. What do you mean? What is this? Neva Prologue.
I'm going to end it.
Neva Prologue? What? No, that can't be right.
Give you never gonna let you down. Neva Prologue's coming out on February 19th. Wait, so it comes out in 3 days?
Oh, it didn't do prologue, it did pronunciation. That's why. Neva Prologue. Oh, this is the Little Nightmares looking one.
Oh,
inside looking one.
I like those kind of games. They're really cool. I hope it does well. I don't know that I'll be playing it on launch, maybe later on, but if it's
I'd say it's closer to like inside, you know, like where it's kind of side.
I love that, and I'm just gonna say this again, just to bring you back for the 13,000th time. As long as it's not shitty, like Little Nightmares 3, I'm all about it, bro. They fucked that goddamn game so bad, dude. That game was so. I'm pissed. I waited fucking
so
years.
Mad about it.
I waited years to the most, and I'm gonna say the most mid-ass fucking Little Nightmares. It was bad.
So I don't know. I even messaged you about this. The people that made Little Nightmares originally, their game actually came out 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were going to play it.
I will at some point, but it's not like a priority.
Yeah. I saw actually a lot of people were playing it on Twitch, like for the release date.
I'm sure it's great, bro.
It came out, I think, the same day or right next to High on Life 2, which is what you ended up playing. I messaged you like, hey, there's this game too if you were looking for it.
I kind of wish I would have played that instead. High on Life 2 is all right. I give it like a solid 7 out of 10. Well, if it fucking works.
Oh, is it?
It crashed 3 times for me. Bro, I have a 2 PC setup with the 5070 Ti.
That's
how do you?
Bad.
Yeah,
that's pretty bad.
And just to put it out there, graphic drivers were updated. All of it's updated. I'm the last person that bitches about optimization. I don't really care a lot, as long as it runs.
Yeah, you can't release a game that doesn't work.
Right.
Then you're just scamming people.
It crashed during the fucking intro. It crashed again. And then there was this weird fucking thing where it just like kept like blooping in and out of the image. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that's...
In the first hour?
That's pretty bad.
That's bad.
Is that why you stopped playing it?
Yeah, I even had to turn the graphics down to medium in hopes to combat it, which is insanity.
Yeah, that's a rough launch. I have a feeling they're probably not going to make a third one.
No, I don't think. The music was weird too.
Especially with like...
Which is crazy to say.
What happened with... Was it Justin Roiland is his name? Yeah, like with how that's progressed, I don't think they're going to make another one.
Well, there's some cool fucking concepts to High on Life too. Like there's the skateboard that you can like use to jump around now and like do tricks off of. It's fun. It's cool. Just... It shouldn't fucking crash.
Yeah,
that's as simple as that. Yeah.
That's very fair.
Like that's my computer. Mm-hmm. Okay? I've got a multi-$1,000 PC. How the fuck is anybody else, the average consumer that doesn't spend that kind of money on their PC?
They're not going to be able to play it. They'll have to play it and hope that it's better optimized on console.
Right. And it's like, that's insanity. Like, my PC setup is not the standard setup.
No.
It should be like, you can run this shit off of a fucking... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm fucking so dumb.
All right. Next is that Yako Shinobi Ops? I think that's another one that baited you. because you thought it was something else.
Tenchu.
Yes, and it was like,
dude,
you're so excited.
It's from the people that made Tenchu. I was just talking about it too. I was like, fucking, we got it, boys. We got a fucking Tenchu game. And then I saw what it was, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Nobody asked for this.
Let me just double check that this is the right one. It's a lot of, it's just promotional stuff. There's no images of the actual gameplay.
It was like an RTS-esque kind of fucking fuck-ass game. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it's like a stealth, like...
It's, I'm sorry.
It looks like a mobile game.
It's
in some
stupid.
regards.
You have Tenchu. That is the golden age fucking ninja game that came out in PS1. The difficulty was there. All of it was great. You should have just been like, guys, why don't we just do that with updated hardware and make it sick?
Who knows? Maybe that's in the plans still. But yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, that was really funny watching.
Well, bro, it wasn't just me. Even my whole chat, they were all like, "Oh my god, Tenchu, fucking Tenchu!" And then they showed the gameplay, and I was like, "The fuck is this? I've never been baited so hard in my life, dude."
It was a pretty impressive bait.
Yeah. All right, next on the list, this one actually has me dying laughing. Project Windless DW. It's the Dark Souls like esque chicken game.
Cock Souls.
Yeah, Cock Souls. And dude, I 1000% will be playing it, but
I hope it's good. I hope it's like fucking sick. I think that would be fucking hilarious.
But it looked good. That's the thing, is it actually looked good. And I love when games don't take themselves too serious. You know, sometimes those are the best games where it's like, this is obviously meant to be funny while being awesome. I'm all for it. That is a game that is 1000% on my radar, but not as much as Star Wars Galactic Racer. This game has me fucking hard as a rock, bro. Bricked up. I've been wanting a pod racer game since like Dave and Buster's opened up. Okay, I'm gonna be throwing tournaments for this shit. That's how stoked I am. I'm cosplaying as Anakin, and I'm literally gonna be like, now this is pod, like 1000.
Try spinning. That's a good trick.
Yeah.
So the pod racer game for N64, I played it a little bit, but it's just not one of the games I had. Like, because, you know, back then you only have so many games that you can get. Like, you only have so many that you're able to just even get a hold of.
Yeah, because parents sucked ass and they didn't want to fucking support our addiction.
Exactly. I need to buy the Star Wars games. Like, we have Star Wars DVD. Shut up.
Right, exactly. We have Star Wars on VHS.
But I'm really excited that that's a game that they're making, because it feels like it's time, you know? And one thing I will say about Star Wars is it feels like the games have been doing, like, the games are in a much better state than a lot of other stuff they're making for Star Wars. Like, it seems like everyone's so just tired of the shows being a letdown. But then I feel like some of the games, like, when you have, you know, the Star Wars Souls-like, which was pretty good, at least I played the first one. I don't know if
First two are amazing.
Yeah, like, those are good. And then they're doing some cool stuff with that one they revealed where it's like the tied-in for Knights of the Old Republic. Like, that looks pretty cool too. It's made by the guy that did Mass Effect, so it's like, oh, okay.
I was hoping they were going to show more on that, because the last time they showed trailers, they showed both of them at the same time. And while I love pod racers, I was more excited for the other one. But I think the reason why the Star Wars games are doing better than the movies is because they're taking their time on them, as opposed to, seems like all media of Star Wars is just being slopped out.
I do think with the shows, if you look at it, the ones that seem to have done well are the ones where they made their own story with it, right? Whereas the ones that seems like people are upset about are the ones where they relied on old characters to carry it.
Just say Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, I don't think people like the Obi-Wan one. I don't think...
Okay, Boba Fett was shit, but if you didn't like the Obi-Wan one, you're crazy. I'm sorry, there was so much gold in that show. Even if you took out a couple of the middle episodes where he was like finding himself, seeing a broken down Obi-Wan that doesn't want to fight, dope. Loved it. When he first comes across Anakin clearly hasn't stopped training and is a fucking mass murderer. Obi-Wan doesn't stand a chance. And at the very end, when he splits his helmet off and he goes, you know, like, it wasn't your fault, Obi-Wan. I killed Anakin Skywalker, and then his fucking mask turns red essentially from his lightsaber glow. I was like, that was peak cinema. And the best part about that, the lightsaber glow was not intentional. Yeah. So when he was like, I am not your failure, Obi-Wan. You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. And then when he like goes and does the face with his, that was all by mistake. Like you couldn't make better writing.
Sometimes that's just the way it works. Sometimes you intend to do one thing and then it just changes into this other thing where you're like, wow, this is the way this needed to be. Like, if you ever do anything like that where it's particularly creative, like writing music, doing videos, making something like that, you're like, wow, I didn't intend for this, but this is like the way that this needed to be.
Yeah, I was happy with it. I loved it.
I know people also...
People are too critical on everything. They're way too fucking critical.
People are very critical on Star Wars as well. That's a rabid fan base. All right, after that, we have 007 First Light. This is another part of this. I didn't see too much of it because I already know about the game, so I kind of had to go back to working for a little bit. But what did you... Is that just what it's going to be? Anytime I bring up my job, you just do a quick hut and laugh at me? Like, haha, you have to clock in, idiot.
I'm sorry. It's just,
no, you're good.
It's low-hanging fruit for me to just get something in. Dude, it looks good. It looks like it scratches that itch of the Uncharted games for me.
That's kind of what it seemed like the vibe they were going for, which, like, man, if they could do that, that'd be a really cool thing to do. Kind of like how they redid, like, the Tomb Raider games, you know? Like, and I thought they did a pretty good job when they, like, did, like, that new version of her. I know people were upset about her size a little bit, but I think the games were still good.
You can say tits, Josh. It's okay.
I was trying to have a little subtlety, but...
No, there's nothing subtle about her tits.
Well, that's actually what people were mad about. There was something subtle about her tits compared to before. They were fucking giant bazongas.
Yeah, I'm sure the PC modders have already done something for it.
Oh, are you kidding me? Like, they're probably... Like, if they have a game that's coming out soon, they're probably already working on it before the game's out.
Yeah. Next up, I am so stoked for this one. The Metal Gear Solid Master Collection 2. People are already bitching about this because it didn't include the one with Raiden, whatever. The fact that I can play Metal Gear 4 again, not needing a PS3, makes me fucking happy. I'll take it.
These are the two games I, like, did not have the ability to play, really. Like, at least not easily. Like, I wanted to play 4, but yeah, you'd have to find a PS3. And, like, I know I played a little bit of it, and it's a good game. I just never got the chance to finish it. And I also have heard good things about Peace Walker. So, like, those are two of them on my list. Like, honestly, next up on my list of Metal Gear games I need to play.
4 is the best way I can say this. 4 was pretty much a movie tech demo to show off the abilities of the PS3. There is more cutscenes than there is gameplay.
I know that the ending of it is a 1 hour, 30-minute cutscene.
Yeah. It was fucking nuts.
Dang.
Yeah. Hideo just needs to make movies at this point.
I mean, that's basically looping back to our Death Stranding thing is kind of the whole deal, but...
You know what's crazy about him, though? I feel so bad. Dude, imagine watching all these fucking IPs that are yours, that you poured your, like, blood, sweat, and tears into, and they're just fucking making new games off of them, porting other ones, and you get nothing.
Well... who knows? He might get from the old games. I don't know.
I looked it up. It says that Hideo Kojima does not get royalties.
Well, that sucks. But I think there's also, if he's going to be petty about it, some solace in the ones that they've tried to make without him have sucked. You know? Like, didn't they try to make some online one that just failed miserably?
Okay, for Metal Gear, I agree. For Silent Hill, I disagree.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Because Silent Hill, he was only going to make one game. But, like, for Metal Gear, like, that to me is...
That's
when
his
you
art,
associate, Hideo Kojima with games, you associate with that. Silent Hill was... I mean, he still got to make a game out of what he was doing. Like, it's the same people that were involved in his... But, like, yeah, Metal Gear is the one where I'm talking about. I was like, yeah.
I didn't like 5. I couldn't get into it.
Phantom Pain?
Yeah, I just could not get into it.
I liked it, but I
didn't like the base building mechanic. I thought that was so fucking ass. I didn't like the area that you, like, ran around in. It was just too arcadey for me. I was like, this doesn't feel like government espionage game, you know?
It's not what I liked about Metal Gear. Yeah. I thought I still had fun with it, but I had fun with it in, like, kind of a messing around doing, like, open world stuff, which is not what I play those games for. I play it for the story and, like, the stuff like that, which You know, it's still there, but I think
which is like what I'm trying to get at is like it just felt too arcadey, way too arcadey. And I know that there was like shit going on between them, where he was just pissed and wanted to make a whatever game for them just to kind of shut him up, but sucked in the process. I'm stoked for this one. I don't know if you're a huge Castlevania fan, but Castlevania Belmont's Curse.
I haven't played much Castlevania, but that is like one that I really, you know, it's classic and like, you know, the aesthetic is super cool and just what it did for gaming is super massive. So it's something that you can't ignore. I just haven't played much of the games. I would love to. Like,
you should, even if you don't stream it, just for your own like pleasure, just to really understand where Metroidvanias came from. Castlevania is peak in every single which way. There's not many that I don't like. My favorite Castlevania, I know people are going to give me shit for this if they're diehards, because, you know, the SNES one is the peak one, or, you know, it was the one where you played as Soma on the DS. It was cool because you had to do these fucking seals, like with your stylus to kill the bosses. So you'd kill the boss and then you'd have to seal them away by drawing a pattern that you had to remember. And if you didn't draw the pattern right, the boss would fucking come back.
That's hilarious. That's actually super cool. Like,
yeah,
that's a cool innovation using the like touch screen.
Yeah, you're trying to like fucking seal Dracula away. You're like, I fucking did it, and then you fuck up. And you're like, shit.
Oh, I accidentally drew a dick again. He's coming back.
Yeah, exactly. God damn it, dude. No, great fucking game. I'm so hyped that they're continuing that.
This is something the next one, it could be, I don't know exactly what to expect with it, but I'm excited with what they can do. Silent Hill Townfall.
Yeah, bro. First person Silent Hill, I'm all for it. I already saw people bitching about it in my comments, being like, if it's first person, I'm skipping. Good.
Then don't play
Right,
it.
go fuck yourself, you idiot. Like, RE7 was fantastic. I don't care. This game looks so freaking good. The graphics look good.
They can do what RE7 did. They could, it was a starting feature in Village. They could make it, you could just choose. Like, that could be part of it. They might be like, hey, we're going to let you choose first or third person, which I think that's a fantastic thing that they did. And
I'm all for it. But if you're going to sit here and tell me that you don't think first person is scarier,
it is scarier.
It's
absolutely.
Infinitely scarier. And for a horror game, that's what I want. I want a horror game that scares the shit out of me. I don't know why it's such a pet peeve of mine when I play a horror game and it's not scary. It's like, what was the point?
I think it depends on the kind, but I get that too. It's
like what I mean is, like, I know there's psychological horror games, which I'm okay with, but like I've played horror games where I wasn't even scared. I was like, this is just a game.
It's probably because, you know, that's what it's supposed to do. And like, you're like, yeah, if it's a horror game, you would think it's supposed to set out to scare you. And if it doesn't do that, then
Callisto Protocol.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
It didn't scare me. Nothing about it scared me. I was like, this is dumb. And then they were like, well, we didn't give you ammo. Like, yeah, but you turned this into like a fucking melee fighter. Like, it was weird.
I just didn't think it was that good.
It wasn't, dude. It was not good.
Which is sad. Like, I don't know why no one seems to really get the Dead Space-esque thing right besides them. Even them failed in the third one. But like, it's crazy to me people are already writing it off because it's first person for Silent Hill when it's like you haven't seen anything on the game.
People bitch about everything on these games.
What if they fucking nail it?
Here's my favorite part. Keep this in mind what I just said. People are bitching that the new game is in first person, which is something that I don't really think Silent Hill has done. There have been games where there's first person parts. Like, I think The Room had some first person aspects to it. PT, obviously. But I don't think there's been a whole first-person Silent Hill.
I want to see the same. I want to see if there's people that, now that you mentioned PT, is there anybody that in the same breath will say how they hate that this one's first person, but then praise PT?
Guaranteed, 1,000%. You know there's going to be people that, it happens. I have people, prime example, I have people that fucking hate me and they follow me. And I don't know why that blows my mind. I'm like they'll literally say, I fucking hate this guy in my comments. And then I'll look and I'm like, you literally fucking follow me. Like, this makes no sense. It's the chronically online people. They fucking are miserable, but they can't coexist without something to hate on. Yeah. It looks good. I'm stoked. I don't remember what Rev Noir is.
That's one that they introduced. That's like just basically said, "Hey, this is being made." Rev Noir. Oh, it's another anime one, JRPG.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I need to see more, like, cause I like some of those games, but there's a lot of them. I'm like,
I have the IPs that I like for those already. That's why I don't care. You know what I mean? I love what's it called?
Genshin Impact.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah, a little different.
Fire Emblem. I like the Fire Emblem games. I would call those like anime-esque. The Tales games.
Well, Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. Depends on which one, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's different art styles for different ones. But like, I think the difference is like, there's a generic anime art style for these games where it is like a Genshin Impact, and that's one of them. And I think there are games like, say, Fire Emblem and stuff like that where the art style is a little bit different. It has its own unique taste, whereas like there's a generic anime taste and this is stylized a little differently. Okay, this one looked fucking sick.
I'm all hyped for it. John Wick, the video game. To me, this is going to hopefully scratch the itch of a Max Payne game. That's all I want from it. Bullets, like craziness, straight action, adrenaline the whole time. I don't need the game to be 50 hours. I saw people online complaining, can't wait to spend $80 for a 20-hour experience. I'm like, if the experience is fucking good, I don't give a shit. Like,
I wouldn't care if it was 10. Like,
right.
It has to earn the time, obviously, but like, if it's like an amazing game that's 10 hours, I will still be like, cool, I got my money's worth. Because there's some games where there's 100, 200 hours, and like, this fucking sucked. I feel scammed paying for this.
Right. They just, people are so dumb about that, but it looks good.
They got actual Keanu in it.
I know. That's the other thing. I don't think the game could have worked without Keanu. Because, like, you know how there's some games, like, well, prime example, 007, right? You know, where it's not like anybody that is, 007 from the movies, which is fine in this instance because, like, it changes. But
yeah, there's different 007s. There's different.
Right. Like, when you play games where it's, like, not the actual actor, it's weird.
Yeah, and I think it's cool, man. I think that it's really cool that like these actors are seeing and like being more into different projects like this, different games, or even say like anime voice acting. There's bigger actors that are going into that. Like if you look at the list of actors that were in that Boy and the Heron movie, that's like fucking A-list actors in there.
It's me excited. I don't know if you can fact check me on this. If I'm not mistaken, somebody said that gaming as an industry makes more money than any other media entertainment outlet out there. And that makes me excited if true, because these actors are starting to realize that gaming is another vessel where acting works.
Well, and too, like you have, as time moves forward, people say our age are now the A-list actors, whereas before, like 20 years ago, they were not. And then we, like our age and like even a little bit before that, have all grown up with video games of this kind of caliber. And so you can see that there is an art form. There is a way of like acting out these characters in the same kind of way that a movie or a TV show does. So I think that's also a big part of it. People are seeing and also like, because it's getting bigger, they can put bigger budgets in it. The quality of stories and acting in it has just gotten better. So, yeah, I'm excited for that one. I hope it's good. And I do think it's funny, like how much we are seeing like actors just being them in games, because it's kind of like those, those like Until Dawn type games where it's just them. Like if you play Until Dawn, it's like that's just Rami Malek.
Yep.
Like that's just him.
Yep.
He's acting in this.
Yeah. I'm actually excited for this next one. It's Marathon. It is the extraction shooter that is by Bungie, if I'm not mistaken. And the reason I'm excited for this is they had their fuck ups with the whole like art being stolen, etc., yada, yada, yada. I'm not one of those people that when someone fucks up, they can't own it and then fix it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially when it comes to companies where it's like the people that made that decision might not even be there anymore.
Right. So it's just one of those things where, and people are already signing off on it, be like, this game is trash, our graders is better. Like, it's... You don't want this game to be trash. You don't want this game to not exist. By this game existing, pushes Arc Raiders to become a better game via competition and vice versa. I guarantee you, I'm calling it right now, Marathon's going to come out the gate swinging. People are going to be like, damn, it's actually a lot better than I thought it was. And that's going to force Arc Raiders to be better.
So I actually agree with you, because if you look at, so Bungie, I think, desperately needs a win now after they've completely destroyed Destiny 2. But if you look at what Bungie has done, there's one aspect of their games that I don't feel like has missed, and that's the gunplay. And that's going to be the most important thing here. And that's where they've succeeded. Like, the gunplay in Destiny feels good. And it also, like, I think they got really good at the raids going on, like, as they improved from, say, Destiny 1. But if the gunplay is good and, like, the actual game is good, that's closer. Like, Destiny 2 didn't have those problems with those things. So I think if you're, like, looking at it at that lens, I don't think it can have the same problems Destiny 2 did, because it's a very different type of game where they've succeeded in what that needs to accomplish.
Hot take. I think if Marathon had launched at their original time frame and didn't have to fix those things that happened, that game would have been massively bigger than Arc Raiders, and Arc Raiders would not have had the same successful launch. I think people wanted extraction shooters. There was a big void there, and Arc Raiders got to capitalize on that success of basically saying, shit, we're the only fucking real option on this. I understand Tarkov's there, but Tarkov's a whole different beast. Too realistic, not very, like, jump in. It's not for the casual player.
That's what Arc Raiders did so well, is it hit, whereas, like, yeah, there's some learning curve, but it's not that much. It's like the Fortnite of extraction shooters, where it had that mass appeal that these other games didn't. Like, PUBG, while very successful in certain markets, compared to, like, Fortnite, does not have that same accessibility. There's a little bit more that goes into what PUBG is, and a little more, like, jank and realism kind of looking, even though I guess realism might not be the right word. But then you have, like, Arc Raiders, which is more stylized, like Fortnite is, where it's more cartoony looking. It's more, and it's just focused on being more simple and fun overall.
Well, and I think, well, even Peanut said that he had a blast with Marathon, and he thought it was a really good game, and that people are just, and then obviously what the fucking idiots on the internet always do when a content creator gives praise to a game. Oh, he's paid to say this. Hashtag. I actually had so many people coming at me saying I did the same thing for a game that's coming up too, that I got paid to hype the trailer up. And I was like, I fucking wish, bro. Oh my God, I wish I would have got paid to hype this up. No, I was just hyped for it, which I'm hyped for this next game, Saros.
That looks super cool. I hope they nail it. I need to play Returnal.
It's so good.
And I was looking, I'm like, oh, that looks pretty fun, like seeing the gameplay.
Returnal is one of the best PlayStation 5 games ever. I give it that much praise. It came out towards the beginning of launch, if not at launch. I don't remember. Roguelike, bullet hell, crazy good story, crazy good mechanics, good graphics, challenging. Everything about it is so fucking good. You need to play that game.
I will be playing it before. I don't have as much time as I thought, because yeah, Saros is April 30th, so we got like a month and a half.
Yeah, I'll be playing it before Josh plays it. So whatever day he announces his playthrough, I'll be doing it before then.
At the same time, actually. So you're gonna take
right.
would watch.
I'm gonna put a hit out on you.
You're gonna go back to my stream schedule. Like, all right, guys. All right, so we're doing night streams. We're gonna move it back a little bit to 6:30.
I'm not even gonna do that. The whole time you're streaming, I'm just gonna keep sending DoorDash people to your house to ring the doorbell.
Sending me
yeah,
pizzas.
and I'm gonna put there and be like, I'm hard of hearing. Please keep ringing the doorbell till I answer.
Well, I have a counter to that. My doorbell doesn't work. So.
Knock on the door. Open the gate on the side and come knock on the bedroom window. Yeah, you're fucked.
Evidently. Okay, next game. I don't care about this. This was one that I think was announced at the last State of Play. But
yeah, I don't give a shit about it either.
Yeah, Marvel took on these nuts. It's just, I'm not a fighting game person, so it does not really hit with me.
No, I can see why there are people excited for it if you love these kind of games. The only fighting game I actually truly give a shit about is Smash.
Yeah, and I don't think we're getting another one of those for a while.
I don't think we're ever getting another one.
We might not. Maybe if they push to a different console that's not like a Switch 2 kind of thing.
No,
like
I think
like,
they'll do a Switch 2 version. I think they'll do like a Super Smash Ultimate Switch 2 version with like 4 new characters.
Yeah, and they just add in that, but I don't think they're going to make... They might throw enough money at that guy when it comes to their next console to make another one. But yeah, like with it being Switch 2, I don't think they would. Who knows?
I think
though?
he said that Ultimate was his last one.
That's what he said before Ultimate too. So when he did Smash 4, I think was it Sakurai?
Yeah.
I think he said that too, but we'll see.
This next one on the list is the one that everybody fucking accused me of getting paid for a sponsored ad. God of War Trilogy Remake. I am so fucking hyped for this game. I love the first 3 God of Wars with my entire fucking heart.
This is the most exciting thing for me besides like additional Resident Evil 9 information, because I've wanted to play the original trilogy of God of War to get the full scope of the story. I just hadn't been able to. So this is actually like, oh, perfect. With the other games doing well, I can get the remake and I can play it remade, not remastered, but remade. And like, they're bringing back the original voice actor for Kratos as well. He was a big part of the promotional thing, which I thought was really fun and cool for them to do. Which that makes me super excited as well, because it's so awesome when they actually get the original people to reprise their roles.
3 things I saw that like pissed me off. First and foremost, everybody saying, oh, Santa Monica is running out of original ideas. You can tell when they go to do this. And it's like, okay, first and foremost, just because they're remaking the first 3 does not mean that they're not working on the next God of War after Ragnarok. That these 2 things can be simultaneous.
Are you trying to say that they might have, I don't know, other teams?
Right, which I even said, I was like, you're fucking dumb. Secondly, everybody's like, they already did this with God of War 3. That was a remaster, not a remake. Remakes are vastly different than remasters. I could understand being more upset at a remaster than a remake. If you're going to do the game justice, remake was the way to go, because some of those games, especially like the first one, super fucking old in comparison, right? And I'm gonna flat out say this. I don't even care if this demonetizes the video. I hope to fucking God they go so in depth with the Aphrodite's sex minigame.
I was thinking you were gonna bring that up too. I'm like, it's gotta be the sex
Yeah,
game.
it has, dude. If they don't fucking, if I'm not smashing my fucking thumb on the circle button, trying to fucking like rub one out to Aphrodite, I don't want the game.
For sex, not to come.
They better not fucking cut that. If they cut that, then I will be fucking livid.
Yeah, that would suck. So that is one thing I could see them getting rid of,
Yeah.
but hopefully
I don't think they will, because dude, that studio in particular, they push the boundary on a lot of things. But yeah, I don't understand why a remake is a bad thing, and which leads into the last thing they showed, which was the God of War Son of Sparta, the 2D side scroller, which is like a prequel. People were mad at that. They're like, we got this and we didn't even fucking want it. I'm like, okay, then don't play it. 1, 2, it's just additional content. So you're bitching that there isn't original content because they're doing the remake, and then they give you original content and it's not the original content you want.
sometimes you just can't fucking win. And sometimes too, I don't think everybody realizes this. When you're making stuff, you don't always know how it's going to be received when you're making it. Like sometimes you get an idea, sometimes you're like, oh, I don't really know. And sometimes certain things do better than you think they're going to. But even then, like, they made a game to add to this. This is not something that's been covered before in this story. Like, at least in this medium, maybe there's like books or something, but like, that's just it. Just don't play it if you don't want
right.
to.
And that's what I was just like, this is so stupid. And everybody's like, we just want the God of War Egypt. And I was like, here's the best part. It's not even confirmed he's going to Egypt. This is just speculation at this point.
And like these things happening don't make it so that game doesn't happen.
Exactly. And that's, yeah, people just have this fucking, I'm just speaking in generalities, but people are so fucking dumb sometimes that they don't understand that sometimes what's happening is they put a junior team on a project that isn't as big as the core project. And the prime example of that is From Software. They put their junior devs to make Elden Ring Night Rain so that they could get experience to work on other IPs. That's all Night Rain was. It was, hey, let's give our junior devs a game where they can work with these assets, do this, do that, right? While that's being developed, Dustbloods is in full force with the main team. And it's like, that's how you want it.
There's also different stages to this, like these cycles of making these things. Like these could have been just made. It's like, okay, and then while we're in like the planning section of the new main God of War game, the team will then say work on this remake. Like, okay, like we're not ready to bring it to this part in production yet or something like that, you know? Like,
right, but the other problem is somebody was like, well, why not just put the whole fucking team effort on the new God of War and speed it up? And because there's something to be said about too many cooks in the kitchen. You have too many people, you get this bloat fucking production cycle where nothing gets done because you have too many checks and balances of this person needs to sign off on this and that, blah, blah. Slimmer, more efficient teams are the best way to go for quality control and true production speed.
And if they're like in writing and like pre-production of this, then the people that are like, say, more further along in the game development cycle would just be sitting on their ass. You know, like there's different cycles to this. This is why they do these things, why they have B games as well. It's like, okay, this is something we might be able to make out of this. That's why there's some of these games that we like, oh, we don't necessarily care about them, but they're coming out. It's like, it could be a different like part of like, okay, we're doing a B game for right now while we get ready for the new God of War game. Yeah. You know, like
I have one last thing to say about the God of War trilogy remake, which blew my mind.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of people that said God of War 2018 and Ragnarok were ass blew my mind because I was like, you're fucking dumb. Then that said, what's the guy's name who voiced Kratos as older Kratos? Something Judge, right?
Was it Christopher Judge?
Yeah. He's ass at voice acting.
Okay.
And I was like, you're fucking stupid if you think that. They're like, he's ass at voice acting and should never have voiced Kratos. It's stupid what they turned him into. I was like, it's not. They turned him into a vulnerable god, essentially. And he captured that voice so well. And here's the best part. I can guarantee you most people that are saying that aren't dads. And there's something to be said about being I'm not saying I was a killer per se, but I have a more soft approach to things in life as a newfound dad, as you try to learn to balance the two.
And the thing is, too, like, first of all, when you get older, you change in general. When you, like, he killed everybody in the original trilogy because of, like, I think, if I remember correctly from what I've read, like, things that happened to his original family were caused by the gods. So he killed them all. He accomplished that. His anger, like, is still there, but, like, he's done what he needed to, and he's trying to essentially move on. They've made him a character with more depth,
right?
Is what they did.
And the voice, his voice, the boy, like, dude, it was so good. I was like, God,
that's the thing people remember from it is his voice. What are they talking about that he's a bad voice actor? That's so stupid.
It's so dumb. So
people don't understand that thing you don't like or change you don't like mean that it's bad. You can like things that are bad. You can hate things that are good. And then like be like, oh, I like the other guy's voice better, so then his is bad. Those aren't
mutually exclusive. So yeah. It blew my absolute fucking mind. I could literally talk about God of War forever, though. The franchise is too good. The story is great. There's so many awesome cutscenes from God of War that I'm excited for. The two off besides the Aphrodite, the two where I'm like, holy shit, is gonna be 3. I think it's Helios when. Was it Helios? I forget who it is. Whoever has the fast boots, when you chase him down and then like his legs snap and then you like cut his fucking legs off. I want to see that. I want to see the Hercules scene. Hermes, yeah, there you go. The Hercules scene where he beats the shit out of his brother with his own gauntlets. And of course, the Zeus scene. The famous, like, I'm like, especially because in God of War 3, did you ever play it?
No, that's why I'm so excited about the trilogies, because I haven't played them.
In God of War 3, obviously, you know, he kills everyone, right? Because it's like, that's
what he does.
They do this really cool cutscene transition for the Zeus boss fight at the end. It's like Kratos is beating the shit out of Zeus, but you see it from the eyes of Zeus in first person. So you just see Kratos beating the shit out of you. And I pray that we get that in 4K. Because it's like, holy fuck. And then the last one is going to be the thumbnail scene. If you know, you know. Or the fingernail, I should say. Oh my god, that's the
Thumbnail's a little different. It's like, oh, Kratos is making a YouTube video.
no fingernail. Yeah, the fingernail scene. If you know, you know. I want to see that in 4K, even though it's gonna make me probably look away.
Anything with fingernail with that, it's like it's one of those things where it's like it's not the most devastating to your body. Like you can just
I know,
lose
but
fingernails,
it's just
like
yeah. So, what did you guys think of State of the Play? Did you guys like it? Were you as hyped for it? What are you super hyped for? Would you not give a shit? Let us know in the comments below.
Bye everyone.
Later.